Hi everyone. So this week we were asked to discuss the TED Talk over the intimate partner violence, as well as review a couple of links that were revolving around intimate partner violence and um, how we as counselors will have to maneuver those types of situations with future clients. So, some things that really stuck out to me were that 1 in 3 women are survivors of intimate partner violence or stalking. Um, that's actually a really scary number. Um, I didn't realize it was so prevalent. I have never personally experienced anything similar, but I do know people that have. And I just kind of thought it was like one of those things that if it's not happening to me, it's just not happening, and it was a very ignorant way to look at things because it's extremely prevalent, more so than other things that you wouldn't think are as prevalent, and it's a little disturbing, honestly, to hear that so many people have dealt with such a serious and life-threatening issue. Um, I also, from the TED Talk, thought it was really disturbing that 70% of murders from domestic violence or intimate partner violence takes place after a relationship ends. That kind of blew me away. As someone who has been through some rough breakups and, you know, kind of had some rocky endings to some relationships, it genuinely freaked me out. Like, I was kind of scared reading that statistic, thinking that people are capable of doing those kinds of things. And I guess I don't think about it that much, but to hear that 70% of murders occur after the relationship ends um, was mind blowing. I was kind of at a loss for words after hearing that. It's a it's a heavy topic to discuss, and it's a little stomach churning in a way. So you don't think about it. You don't think about what happens behind those closed doors when your friends aren't around and there aren't people there to vouch for you. Um, you don't know what takes place when no one's looking. So it just made me wonder, like, do I know more people than I think I do that have experienced this? Have I experienced this and not realized it? Because it seemed like from what I was reading that intimate partner violence doesn't just have to be um, having a partner hitting you or like physically abusing you. There's also emotional abuse and verbal abuse that can also take place. And it really made me look back and think hard about my past relationships and what those have looked like for me, to kind of double check and be like, have I dealt with this? Is this something that I've seen in a relationship before that has affected me? And it was really like stomach churning to think that this could just happen to anyone. Like, it could happen to my younger brother. It could happen to someone's like, daughter. It happens all the time. Um, After reading further into some of the information, I think it was kind of interesting that a lot of people, going back to the abuse part of it, um, people don't like to apply the term abuse to intimate partner violence if they haven't been physically injured or hurt or harmed in some way. Um, and that as counselors, we need to recognize that abuse comes in many forms, not just in a physical form. So there's psychological, verbal, other non-physical forms that could be affecting our clients that we need to be able to ask the right questions about and be prepared to look deeper into those heavy conversations and be like, well, has he been gaslighting you? Is he manipulating you? Like looking into those heavier, more under the surface types of abuse, and being able to guide those conversations and support our clients who may not realize it or realize it and don't feel like they can get help. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Thanks.